Greetings, YouTube users. I noted a few questions about charging the battery on the Honda EU7000IS. So I'm going to show you that connection right now. But first I'm going to take off the battery cover. And in preparation, I'm going to go ahead and coat the ends of the battery terminals. Now I've already coated this end over here, so I'm not going to redo that, but I will show you on this one. You'll need a 10mm socket wrench. Go ahead and put that on your battery terminal, or you could use a Phillips screwdriver if you wish. I'm going to go ahead and take off that nut right there, lay it on the ground. And I've got some of this battery protectant. I don't know if you can see this. It's a no corrosion gel, which I picked up at AutoZone. A little better close up. The reason why I got this is because the washers that they had there were too large. They were meant for, car terminals. So I'm going to use this instead. I did read the caution on the back of the package. It says don't get it on the skin. Just want to point that out to you. Not saying you can't, but I'm going to go ahead and use just a good old-fashioned toothpick like this. And the camera's in front of me, so if it goes a little out of focus, I apologize. And let's go ahead and grab some of that gel, and I'm just going to put it on the inside of the terminal first. Just put a little bit on there. You don't need a real whole lot. Just want to make sure you cover the surface. So I've got that coated. You can see it now. It's on there. And it's probably boring, but I'm just going to show you the whole connection here from start to finish. Got a little more gel I just put on the stick, toothpick rather. I'm going to coat both ends. And that should probably do it. Probably should do this once in a while. This gel will dry up, so I would recommend checking that. Okay, ready to put the nut back on. Again, I'm going to try my best, just a little particular about chemicals. Try my best to avoid touching this. I know my hand's in the way right now. I'm going to go ahead and thread that nut up. There it is. Pretty easy to do. And let's go ahead and put the nut back in place. Don't make it overly tight, just make it snug. Okay, so I've got the Honda OptiMate 3 plugged in. You can see it's got electricity. We're going to go ahead and connect this to the battery terminals right now. Okay, with the battery door still open, we're ready to go. Now with the OptiMate 3, you get two sets of connections. You've got the eye loops and these alligator clip type. So I've got the alligator clips on now, which I think work better. The eye loop types for a different scenario. So we're going to go ahead and connect these now. According to the book, you may do it your own way, but from what I saw in the illustration and also online on YouTube is to connect the black terminal first. So we'll go ahead and get that in there. Anywhere on the terminal is fine, as long as it's solid and holding on. And then on the right hand side, I'm going to go ahead and connect it up here. Okay, so now let's take a look at the OptiMate, the portion of the lights where it tells you if it's charging or not. So let's take a look at that. Okay, so now that you saw the connection, you can see I've got an amber light down below. That indicates that the battery on the Honda is slightly discharged. Nothing to be concerned about. I think if you got that amber light, you're going to be in good shape, although the booklet that comes with this Honda OptiMate will actually tell you what all the luminous indicators are. Ultimately, you want to have two greens on the top row. So this will probably take 10 or 15 minutes, maybe a little longer. I ran the unit for 16 hours a few days ago, and it should be pretty much close to charged. So that's it. We'll put this on pause, and I'll show you what the final end result looks like when this is all green. Again, if you bought this product, be sure to look at the manual. There are different color variation lights on this Honda OptiMate. You want to know which one you're at. One of them will indicate if the battery is bad, so be sure you do look for that section of the instruction booklet. Okay, be right back when this thing is fully charged. Well, I've waited about 10 minutes and the amber light is still on. This is likely a good indication that even if you ran your unit for 8 hours like I did 2 days in a row, I've had about a 3-day lapse since then. So you can see it still requires a charge. So it's a really good idea that if you bought this Honda 7000 or any Honda with a battery, that you do charge your battery with the Honda OptiMate. So let's take a look at the extension here. So here's the joining part where you get your two options. As I mentioned earlier, there's the alligator clips. You can get these eye loops that come in the package. Once again, I found these clips to be a lot easier. So you basically just connect it there and just keep checking those lights until that top row is green. You can see where that check mark is. That'll be an indicator that you're good to go. You could alternatively leave this on for several days or just leave it on all the time, as some people do. I personally don't like this wire going across my floor. Somebody might trip over it. So I'm just going to let it charge up, and when those two green lights come on, I'm done. I'm going to disconnect that, put the cap back on, and then in a week from now I'll just charge it again. It's a bit tedious, but it sure beats not having a battery when you need it, and also spending another $150 or more to replace that battery. It's unnecessary when you have the Honda OptiMate 3. Thanks for watching this video. And by the way, I got that lube at O'Reilly Auto Parts. I misstated. It was not at AutoZone. Well, after about an hour or so, I did come back and actually check it. And we've got two green lights, and you can see where the green light is underneath the check mark. All is good. The battery tests fine and holds a complete charge. So you could alternatively disconnect this and then just do it probably once a week would be fine. Or if you want, you can leave it connected and just keep checking it. That's it. Have a good day. Bye.